Welcome to the Sleepy C and Big D Show.
Hello, welcome to another episode of the Sleepy C and Big D Show, the show that's about nothing, regarding nothing, talking about nothing for anyone that enjoys mindless rants and offending everyone. Celeste, what do you have to say for yourself?
Well, here we are again. Another week adventure has been gone and past.
The books have been written. The tweeter has been tweeted.
Twitted?
Tweeted?
Twatted.
No, definitely not.
No, not
definitely
twatted?
not.
Okay.
Not twatted. I think it's,
Nope.
No.
My bad. Misread there.
Yeah.
Misread on my part.
No.
I would just like to say, because it's currently on my mind, and I can't stop thinking about it because it's painful, is that I've been having some, sort of neck, shoulder pain, which could be lumped into just the fact of my work, or...
Is it stress?
I don't think it's too much stress. I feel like I've been... I paid all the bills already. All the bills are paid except for, one, but the money's already there for it. You know what I mean? So it's I don't think it's stress, but I'm not really sure. But what you want to know what I think it is, honestly?
Yeah, why don't you tell us?
We've been going to see chiropractors.
First mistake.
Right. Okay, so now, in my opinion, it's... Going to the chiropractor is kind of like, in my opinion... is kind of like using moisturizer. I don't think you actually need it until you start using it, and then you're fucking reliant on it. I didn't really get real...
once you start, you have to keep using it? It's like
chapstick. Or like chapstick. You put it on, and you're trying to prevent the chapped lips, but then if you go a couple hours without it, it's instantaneous. Mm-hmm. Your lips are oh shit, we need moisture. What the fuck?
Yeah, we've
never known this world before.
We don't know how to produce anymore. Quick, use the synthetic stuff.
What the fuck were you doing before that?
Mm-hmm.
So, I guess my point being is that I recently turned off my use of the chiropractor, if that makes any fucking sense. I canceled my going right now. I just put it on a pause. I told him, I was like, look, for the time being, I'm gonna bow out of this situation, and I will come back. I just need a month or two to kind of play catch up on some other nonsense. Anyways, but I was very clear. I was like, well,
because I've always heard they're not good for you, and people swear by them.
I've heard both sides. Yeah, both sides of the story.
I mean, did you feel better?
I did. I was my biggest thing. I'm sure they thought I was fucking lying because it was the only thing I ever said, but it was the one thing that I felt was the truest. All the other stuff, I was like, well, maybe I kind of feel better, or this or that, or maybe I'm doing this more, or whatever. But the one thing that I did feel was different was that when I would go to sleep, I would fall asleep quicker. Whereas sometimes I'd be tossing and turning, or
so more relaxed.
Yeah, it brought me down a whole octave or some shit. I don't know. But other than that,
not much
now,
different. Do you feel physically different?
Yeah, well, now that's what I'm saying. So that's my concern, is that now I think that because I haven't been going, which has not been for very long. It's been I went one last time. First, they lessened our amount. We were going 3 days a week, and that's getting adjustments.
Seems ridiculous. But...
Right. It's super, but that was to help realign our spines. In a drastic sense, and they did x-rays before and after, and there was actually visible difference, so I guess that would be proof in the pudding. I'm not sure, but either way, the next visit was 2 weeks out, because we had finished our 3-month block of whatever the plan that they had us on. So 2 weeks was the next time we were going to go. We went, and I don't know, I think I felt definitely tighter, my whole back felt tighter then, also, but it felt really relieved after, of course, the adjustment. And it's almost because now we're either, the gaps of time that we go is bigger, and also because I'm not going, I don't know, but it is tenfold on my back. And it's almost ironic too, she may have done some
voodoo?
Brujeria.
And yes,
witchcraft.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is Rosa, our fact
Rosa's
checker,
back
in the building.
Rosa's back, people.
So she is here for the moral support and also for the. I'm not quite sure what's going on here. I don't know if it's air raid or not. Do I get under the table? What is really happening here?
That's the sound of the ambulance coming to take me away. Because the sight of her stopped my heart.
Whoa.
Haven't you seen
That's probably the
Night at
stupidest
the
thing
Roxbury?
you've ever said.
Night at the Roxbury?
At this
Those of you
moment,
that know, you'll
we've
appreciate it.
A lot stupider for having heard this.
You will get no points. Please return to your seat.
And so
So
the
I'm sorry.
adjustment. So
basically,
you
my
think
neck
you need
is
an
really
adjustment,
fucked up
or-
now.
Okay, so you're fucked up, but is your in it? Do you need an adjustment, or you just think that an adjustment?
I don't know.
Is what
It might
happened?
be. It might be a psychological thing too.
Uh-huh.
Who fucking knows? That's my thing, though. That's my point. Did I fucking need it before? Like, I was living my life just fine with my shitty back, no
Right.
problem. And then they come into my life and they're like, "Look, we're gonna fix your back a little bit." And
Is
your
it
neck.
mental? Like, hey, your back's all jacked up, and you didn't know it.
Well, right, and I actually told that to Rosa too. Like after we got the X-rays back, I was like, my back does feel real fucked up. Like I have shitty posture. Like, and I do, like I know those things about me, but I was living fine without that.
How do you know
like
those
that
X-rays are
ignorance is
even
bliss.
yours?
Ignorance is bliss. Exactly, and that's the other thing.
Were you there?
Actually, wait. No. To be fair, I do know it's mine. They have my ears because they're metal.
Oh.
My earrings. They're totally in the X-rays.
Hmm.
Yeah, and you can see my braids, so that's like a for sure, like nail in the coffin, right?
Obviously, no one else has braids, so yeah, it must be you.
Whatever.
Well, so we need to get you back in. You think, or you don't think?
I don't know. I'm real nervous. I'm just like, fuck. Just give me like 2 months. Just keep it together back. Keep it together for like 2 months, and then we can get back in action.
At least until you get to 30. The lady from Safeway, Rayleigh's.
We saw her the other day.
Oh, did we?
That was her. The bitch that took our order, rang us out, cashiered us. I don't know how to talk, apparently, everybody.
Right. Did you twat her or tweet her? Say, hey, here's a picture of her?
Like, I don't know what it was. Like, it was almost like a reverse guilt. I couldn't find the words to be like...
Would it be bad if we put her on our Instagram?
I wanted to... I could take a picture of her next time.
Let's do that.
I wanted to be like,
Maybe sign a release waiver?
you never know, we could be hoodlums. I wanted to say some snarky, bitchy thing like that. But then the other part of me was just like, no, I feel reverse guilty that I didn't call her out that day. So,
Next
does it
time you're
backfire
there,
on me?
ask her if there's a senior discount.
Fuck off. Oh my god. She might give it to me, though.
Right, I'm just saying,
Be like, look, help me out here. We won't talk about the fact that you called some youths.
The youths.
Hoodlums.
Hoodlums. And let me know how old I'm becoming.
Yeah, by the way. Thanks a lot that you can count. But yeah, so like obviously, right? Older than me, right? Yes, thank you.
Yeah, we're getting a yes.
Sorry,
yes.
everybody. Rosa she's back to just nodding.
Yeah.
She doesn't. She doesn't even have the what is that Nintendo 3DS? She didn't even bring that. But
she's still not.
She's still not.
Well, we did. To be fair, we did say that she was
fully
only supposed to
invested.
be here and to be seen and not heard. So at least
she's also supposed to be fact checking.
She's fact checking. She does have her phone up and running, but it's not running. But,
One fact check I would like to bring up was one that I was unaware of fully, and you actually confirmed and solidified my findings. But it was recently released, as in like yesterday, of Pokemon Go, discussing the fact that basically you need to own a fucking Nintendo Switch now in order to get yourself a certain Pokemon. It's not like... Is it the end of the world? No, of course not. But these bastards, that's how they get
Talk
you.
about scam, monopoly.
It's not like I didn't want it already. Obviously, you guys, for those of you that have been listening, you know already that I've been trying to hustle for a Switch. Nintendo, help us out here, okay? I want to promote that. But really, the only thing that I can promote right now is the real selfishness that is Pokemon Go, for the fact that they want you to spend $300, or you have to know somebody that has a Switch, which... Okay, maybe you do know somebody that has one, but if you think about it, ideally they probably already have their own Pokemon Go account.
And can you let our listeners know why you have to have a Switch?
Because apparently, I don't know how it works because I don't have one, but you have to do some sort of transferring of Pokemon back and forth between your Pokemon Go phone account to your Pokemon Switch. Let's go Eevee, let's go Pokemon, what have you. I don't even know what the fuck
So
the thing is
basically,
called.
you're saying that the those of us that are playing the Pokemon Go app on our phones
and have been
loyal
down since day one.
Yeah, and have been loyal to the system and everything. Now can only get certain things if we have a Nintendo Switch that we can generate some kind of box or mystery
Yes.
ensemble.
And then from there, you're supposed to get like basically a 30-minute all-out craze of Meltans.
Okay.
That way you can stack them.
Which is a special type of Pokemon.
Yeah, it's part of the unknown realm currently, at least as far as the game goes. But what really gets me is that this is only the beginning. This
True.
is just the first step in that direction. So ultimately, you're gonna fucking have to get one if we really want to see it through. If you want to see the game through.
Yeah, the evolution, just like in Pokemon, the evolves is going to evolve into that. I can see that. Yeah.
And again, like I said, it's on my list of goals. I would love to get a Switch, but I wasn't certainly in a fucking rush. And now they put a timeline on it. It's like you only have until like March 6th or something like that. And let's be real, I'm not going to fucking get one by then.
No.
And it's really upsetting.
Yeah, so maybe if we all boycott, I mean, that's the new world, right? We just boycott and make people resign because of things that they said 30 years ago. So
yeah,
maybe
so
if we find out that the princess
today,
in Donkey Kong was some kind of transgender and they didn't...
I don't think so. I think she was hoeing.
Okay, well, then...
Because she went missing a lot.
She was promoting...
I'm sorry, I know we went kind of on a different...
She was chasing the monkey.
Yeah. But no, Bowser.
Bowser?
No, she'd always end up at Bowser's mansion and shit.
Donkey Kong?
No, what did you say? I thought you said...
The princess, isn't she the one that gets kidnapped by Donkey Kong?
I thought she was kidnapped by Bowser every time.
I don't know who Bowser is.
Bowser? You played him as, your role... You played as Dry Bowser when you did Mario Kart on June's Switch.
Oh.
You should probably bleep out the word June. Because it could be the month or it could be the name of a person that we work with.
It could be, or it could be both.
It could.
And it is. And moment of silence.
Cricket. We'll add in that sound effect later.
You like that?
By that I mean you will.
Oh,
Boom, boom. Oh, something that we could talk about. Did I just cut you off? I did it, huh? Look at
I was just going to continue with our education of our fans. all 6 of them.
All 6 of them. Please go. You know what? I saw we have 133 or something.
Yeah.
I like that.
Isn't that fabulous?
That's beautiful. Thank all 133 of
you. Chewing gum. Well, you don't cook, but Rosa cooks. And on top of that, you don't like onions. So this fact has nothing to do with you whatsoever.
Cool.
But if you chew gum while you're cutting an onion, it'll keep you from crying. And, huh?
Fact checker. Fact
this
checker
is a true fact.
Is trying to denounce this fact.
This is a true fact. We're gonna do. You know what? We're experiment.
You know what I found?
I feel an experiment coming.
We could totally do an experiment. I think that we may actually have
before
to film.
I forget, it'll also burn 11 calories an hour.
Ooh, while doing that, while chewing the gum.
If you chew gum for an hour, it's 11 calories.
But who can chew gum for an hour?
I mean, we'll find.
What gum holds its flavor for that long?
True, that's the issue.
That's the hardest part.
Okay, so we're gonna go an experiment then this, and get back on the facts.
We'll let you know about that, but also just another additional onion fact. Not that it matters to me because I don't fucking like them, but apparently you can tell, like, if the onion is older, that's why it makes you cry. Like if it's a youthful, if it's a youthful onion, it's not so bad to cut. But as it gets older, it becomes more pungent, which is where you get that crying factor.
The grouchiness.
A friend of mine told me this. Christy, if you're listening, thank you for that fun fact that I got to share right now.
Right. Hopefully it was true.
Yes. But if not...
If not, no one will know, and you still get the credit for it.
And we probably won't confirm it anyway. So.
We won't. Being it's still somewhat of the new year, for whatever reason, I got on this calorie burning thing. So banging your head against the wall will burn 150 calories an hour.
So this whole time I have been losing a little bit of weight.
You have been.
Awesome.
Yeah, you thought all those headaches and things were for nothing.
That's where this neck strain is coming from. Forget the chiropractor. We're good.
Exactly. Also, I know you guys went to the Bahamas for your honeymoon.
This is true.
Any accidents with coconuts or anything while you were there?
Not with coconuts.
No.
Why do you ask, Dave?
On an average of 150 people are killed each year by coconuts.
You know what is so weird is I think that my wife told me something along those lines is that it's a common death. And I would just have to say, what the fuck? People don't look... That's the thing. People don't look around anymore.
Well, I mean, you have to look up. And if you look up at the wrong time...
That's a plus side to being short, Dave, is that I'm always looking up.
The other problem is, it's a longer distance, so by the time it hits you, it's reached terminal velocity.
I was going to say, yeah, by the time it reaches me, I'm dead for sure.
Yeah,
Not only dead, but like impacted into the ground.
But then again, you're small enough to might burn up on entry.
Motherfucker.
95% of what exactly. So another fact, 95% of what people text are things that they probably never would say in person.
I believe that.
Yeah. I believe that 95% of people, because I know you and I, we'll pretty much tell you straight to your face.
Yeah.
But other people, not so much. And then lastly, one of the ones I thought was a little bit funnier was the Guinness Book of World Records actually holds a record. What for, you ask?
Please do tell.
For being the most stolen book from public libraries.
Really? I thought it was the Bible.
Yeah, the Bible apparently isn't
that's
stolen.
That's old news now. I guess that's the Old Testament.
And if you're stealing the Bible, you're probably going to hell anyways, because it is one of the things they tell you not to do is steal.
Right. It's right there in the book
So you
probably
that you're shouldn't be stealing the book that you're not supposed to be.
You know what, though? What's even worse, does it make it like a double negative or something? Because on top of that, it says in most library books, do not steal. This is property of so-and-so library. So you think the two negatives cross each other out? And
you get to the pearly gates, and I'm sorry, but you have an overdue library book.
That's probably what it is. That's how they get you.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's got a fucking overdue library book, right?
What kind of...
I know I walked out on a few payments.
What kind of place is heaven that you have to put gates up? Is that a bad neighborhood?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a gated community.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for example, I know of such places, and I don't even have to lock my car if I didn't want to in those areas, but I do because I was, what's the word? Trained, not
paranoid?
Trained. What's the word they call it now? It's, they refer to it, grooming. I've been groomed. I've been groomed to believe that no matter what, I lock. Like when I come into people's houses too, I lock their doors behind me. Like I'm just like, oh sorry. Like my friend that
people
we talk
look at
so
you
much
like,
about,
oh god, she's gonna kill us.
Yeah, my friend that we talk so much about, Christy. Sorry to keep bringing you up here, but it's just common for them to leave their door unlocked, and it's such a weird thing. Like I locked the door, and her sister came over, and they were like, "What the fuck? The door's not open."
Yeah.
I was like, "My bad."
What's wrong with the door?
Creature habit. In my neighborhood, we lock all the doors.
What's the door lock?
It's a real thing, and they grew up very nearby.
Yeah.
So.
Like just over
yonder.
Over yonder.
Mm-hmm.
We also had to discuss a few things regarding the people not doing their jobs. We talked about it a couple episodes back, about things that you mentioned and you asked for. And just today, Celeste ordered a sandwich, I believe, and the what was it, towards the heart of the lovely sandwich that
so,
you were in for your surprise.
First off, let's just begin with that. For some reason, I could not have been hungrier than today. It was like when I got home, or right when I got to work, I was like, fuck, I can't wait to eat some food. I almost made a cup of noodles right then.
Okay.
But, anyways, it turns out that the company, I'm not sure whose wallet actually it came out of, but to whomever, our company provided in such ways that we got a lunch today from Togo's. And I just want to say thanks again. First off, for making the choice or what have you. I guess maybe don't thank you. I don't know, because that's where we ended up going, and they fucked things up. But Dave ended up ordering all the sandwiches for us, and he did so online originally. Turns out you can't order 18 fucking sandwiches online. Even though this place caters, they do catering orders. But you cannot do 18 individual sandwiches online.
So not only was it 18 sandwiches, each sandwich was individually picked and, customized things and named
one person at a time.
Yeah, to go through, so I ended up having to call.
It was like a 30-minute process just to get everybody's order in.
Yeah, I ended up having to call every single one in and go through the entire list, including yours, which the specific was...
I very specifically... said no onions. I watched as Dave said no onions. I saw the after receipt that showed the order printed out. No onions listed anywhere nearby. They fucking put onions on it still. And not just... the worst thing is I could tell people, I could say I'm severely allergic, and there will still be fucking onions on
Now,
there.
was there onions, or was it like an onion? Because I remember I only saw little peas.
Yeah, no. It was, and it's the purple onions. So they bleed into the rest of the fucking sandwich. Honestly, didn't even eat the other half.
No.
Wasted half of a sandwich. That's me, Celeste, admitting that I wasted half of a sandwich. My wife hasn't hit me yet, and I'm very much surprised. In fact, I'm kind of waiting for it because it's
I see you were kind of
terrible,
tensed up,
a little
and
bit.
I wasn't sure if
That's
it
where
was
the neck pain comes from.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was a chiropractor issue or are you just waiting for the impact?
Yeah, it is. It's difficult to say, but that's the first step is admittance, right? I'm trying.
Right.
I'm trying to be a better person every day, better than the last,
Got
right?
it.
So that being
Well,
said,
now we know when you come in with black eyes that it is just a doorknob and not
Right.
that Rosa beat you.
also we have a step in front of our doorway, so I very easily probably just tripped.
Yeah.
That's all. Anyways, so yeah, these motherfuckers put onions on them. Now, look, am I allergic? No. But did it ruin my sandwich? Yes. So I might as fucking well
So
be
much
allergic.
that you left half, yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, to be honest, the sandwich was mediocre, which I expected since they were making 18. And,
Right.
you know, usually when you order in surplus amounts, you get way less. You get quantity and not quality. That's
Yes.
for fucking sure.
Yes.
In this case, sometimes you get people that don't even read the fucking order. So who knows? But I mean,
You got 18 other sandwiches. I mean, I didn't hear any other complaints, so for the most part, the other ones must have been fairly close.
and maybe if they had done it in like a 15-minute yielding and all of a sudden, you know, like, and we got the fucking sandwiches immediately, but no, this was like well over an hour. They had plenty of time. And I mean, I don't know, where's the quality assurance on that? You know,
Right.
What is that called? Quality control. Where's the QC? What do we got? But I mean, nope. Instead, I only ate half the sandwich and not really impressed.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of really bums me out because I do enjoy going to... Did I already say where it was?
Yes, you did.
Okay. I do enjoy Togo's. I think it's a better option than Subway. Not necessarily in cost, but just for the cost per what you're getting.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like a better sandwich
They give you more
overall.
meats. The bread is better. I get it.
They don't have Jared. Well, neither does Subway anymore, but...
Right. I guess that's true. Thankful for that.
Yeah? That's not the 6-inch I ordered?
Terrible. I'm sorry for that extremely loud laugh. More like a...
This is for you. There it is.
There it was.
Okay, so now that you guys are drinking game, your pop-pops are in the house.
Also, I've said and like I said several times in this episode as well.
That being said,
and like I said.
that is quite the logo. We're going to have to get you a shirt, because I understand that you get a few people that have come up to you and said that recently.
Yes.
That being said.
That being said. Or, we can make a song out of that. Beautiful. Thank you. Lovely. But we could definitely work on that. I could easily see that on just a plain black tee, white lettering.
And on the back, that being said.
That being said, like I said, that's the ticket, I think, right there.
Going back to...
We can have it in tanks, spaghetti straps.
Yeah. I think I'd look good in a spaghetti strap.
I think I'm selling it with the in between.
Do we go to 80s style retro, like the neon colors and things like that too?
We could do that also fitted with the 3/4 sleeve baseball tee look.
Yes, nice.
I like that a
nice.
lot.
The old half muscle shirt or
Yeah.
muscle.
We could put it on hats.
Yeah.
You've seen what is that? Orange County,
Yes.
right? Yeah, Jack Black.
Yes.
That's how Stussy got started, making T-shirts on the beach.
Right.
We'll make a big old hat that says "loser." Yeah, I don't know. Jack Black, personal fave, one of mine.
Is he? Is in? Let's hear your top 5.
Oh, that's way too difficult right now. You put me on the spot.
Yeah, that never stops
I mean, are we
you.
talking about
Comedians?
Comedian
Yes.
funny? And again, not comedians per se, but could just be
like
just funny characters.
actor comedians. So Jack Black,
Seth
Jim
Rogen.
Carrey, Seth Rogen,
Jim
Will
Carrey,
Ferrell.
yeah.
Number
Will
one.
Ferrell. You're pretty good. You're pretty spot on. I would say number one is going to have to go back to a personal favorite and also, like, since childhood favorite. Although I will say in his later years have not been really impressive. But he has had a couple that have snuck past and actually have kept interest, is Adam Sandler. And that just, like I said, that goes back to me, like, from when I was young. And not even his stand-up comedy, which I didn't get into until later.
Right.
But Adam Sandler's The Wedding Singer, Waterboy.
So we're not talking the mindless Billy Madison.
No, I like that, too.
I mean, I know you like it, but Happy Gilmore, those are kind of more the dumber version of Adam Sandler.
Yes, but I like them.
Especially Billy Madison.
No, but I like that. What I
Right.
didn't like was that fucking movie where he played the twins. Thank you, Jack and Jill.
Yeah.
What the fuck happened?
Everyone has a bomb.
I
And
guess
that was pretty bad.
I guess so. But I liked all the other. I mean, Click.
Mm-hmm.
That was that one will get me to cry straight up. I'll cry in that. In fact, Big Daddy, I'll cry in that too. And the kid's like, "I'll wipe my own ass." Every time it gets me. All right. I mean, what are you gonna do?
Do you sleep? What was the newspaper?
Oh my God! Lay still. Stay.
Why am I
He's
wearing
talking to
a
him like a
swimming
dog.
suit? Well, because I'm not sure of the rules or the laws right now.
You know, parents and kids and being naked. I don't know about all that. Oh my gosh!
I have the
times.
smelly kid.
Yeah, that right there. That gives me the quotes I need for dealing with the kids at the house. I'm just like, nah, come on, you don't want to smell, right? You don't want to go to school like that.
Watch this movie and you understand.
Yeah. From that, literally, that's been helpful with that situation. I say that to my niece too. I'm just like, because like she was going through a thing where she probably, she might still be. I don't know. I'm not there all the time, but she was doing booger picking and then eating.
Ooh.
Which is, I feel like, not an uncommon thing. Her mother did it before her.
Thanks for calling out her mom.
Yep, we'll just leave it at that. For those of you that can do family math, you know who that is. But anyways...
that's what we like to call the sweet and sour.
First they're sweet, and then they're sour? It's like the opposite effect of a Sour Patch Kid?
Yeah.
Weird. So anyways, though, but I'll tell her that. I'll be like, look, nobody wants to play with you if you got nasty, like, moco hands. Like, that's gross. You just want to run around. Go wash your... You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I'm probably ruining her psychologically later on in life.
Why wouldn't you?
It happens. It's going to happen. It's a chain reaction. Our parents did it to us. We're going to just keep... Everyone's a little bit fucked up, right?
Keep the wheels rolling.
I've learned from listening to that murder podcast that I like. For those of you that don't know, if I haven't mentioned it before.
You mentioned it.
I think I mentioned it.
We don't mention the name.
Oh, are we not doing that? Is that intentional?
Well, I mean, we don't want people listening to not our podcast and someone else's.
But I mean, like, I like a good reference. I feel like if somebody gave me a good reference, I would appreciate it.
Well, if they reference us first, then we can. And so Adam Sandler was number one.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just thought that was all we were going to leave it at since we're not talking about the murder podcast.
Well, we're talking about top five, and you said Adam Sandler. You threw him out there.
Well, no, but we said all the ones that you said would be all my tops anyways.
But you don't have a particular order? I mean, you like Adam Sandler better than everyone else?
Well, that one I feel like is just more sentimental because it dates me back to growing up. Like, I have memories of just... That would be...
Well, Jim
like,
Carrey.
If I was in... Well, that too, but... Again, Adam Sandler, I mean, like, since I was young, I feel like I was... Of course, I watched these movies earlier than I should have.
Of course.
But that would just be... Like I said, those would just be the ones that take me back the furthest as far as my actual comedic memories.
Okay.
Jim Carrey would definitely be probably a second as far as... how far,
memory-wise?
Yeah. But, because obviously Seth Rogen's more within, the last 10 years.
Right. I can
Jonah
give
Hill.
or take some of his stuff.
It does depend. We just watched a movie that I can't think of the name. The Interview.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to tell you about earlier today.
It was okay.
Seth Rogen
It's
and
not...
James Franco.
Yeah, his movies I can see once or twice. It's not...
I can see them over... Well, it depends, too, on the movie. Because, again, if we're looking at an only comedic factor, they do that, like, stoner comedy. And that's pretty much all it's limited to.
Yeah.
But you also, like... I mean, I like him also in... What is that? Dang it, Zack and Miri Make a Porno. Sounds real weird. If you haven't heard of the movie, it does sound misleading. Well, I guess not really
it's not
misleading.
There's
definitely porno in it.
They make a porno. That's
I mean,
exactly what
they don't show, like, fully, but they show a lot. So, anyways, that's neither here nor there. Check it out. You might be interested. But anyways, that one I think is it can be comedically funny, but it's a rom-com. You know what I mean? It's not solely comedic.
True, but it's pretty, it's in there, so.
I guess so. I mean, it's definitely, for sure, it's like dark comedy.
Yeah, we'll give it that.
And again, also though, romance comedy. It's super weird.
Yeah.
It's a limited category for those of you. If you're interested, check it out. You may like it, you may not.
Never hurts.
Yeah, it's got Jay from Jay and Silent Bob in it.
That's right.
But he has it's not his long hair. It's super weird.
Yeah, that's right. It's got a bunch of people in it.
Yeah, Justin Long. He's probably my favorite one in that movie. Actually, in that movie, his character is probably the best. But yeah, honestly, that's probably my best hard recommendation for this podcast episode. Somebody's popular.
Hello.
You hung out in the quad area at high school, huh?
You want me to age myself? We had smoking section.
Well, no. I mean, like, I'm not saying you didn't have that, but the quad is usually for like the popular.
No,
people,
I got
right?
no. Because back then everyone hung out at the smoking section because that was the cool spot. Yeah, you could actually smoke at school if you had
those were the good old days.
Pass from your parents.
Yeah, those were the good old days.
Our ID cards had a smoking.
Is it bad that I think that for sure my mother would have given me a pass?
Yeah.
If I fit the time.
Yeah.
It is bad? Is that what you're saying? Yeah.
Because,
okay. I mean,
look what you stunt your growth because of it.
Maybe, but to be fair, you know what? No, that's not true. I didn't start smoking until well after my height stopped. So that's probably just predestined. It was probably my mom smoking that stunted me.
Yeah, not she was pregnant.
No. For the record, she she didn't know she was pregnant, obviously, till like 2 or 3 weeks or whatever. However long it was. Yeah, however long it was.
6 weeks.
So she was probably she was probably drinking and smoking up until
right.
But once she found out that she was pregnant, she cold turkeyed everything. So I will say that is impressive.
That's where your anxiety came from.
That's probably what it is, huh?
Yeah.
Just like
all the
I had all of
she was going through.
I was gonna say I had all these additives basically, and then cut off.
No more.
Yep, that's probably what it is. That's where I get super.
Because you're the shortest in the
anxious.
family, right?
Shut the fuck up. Yes.
This is just a question. You don't have to be violent every time.
I mean, I'm only the shortest to those that haven't yet gotten that tall. Like, actually, you know what? Dawson's taller than me now, I think. I think it's official. Yes, I think now I am officially the shortest.
So anyone over
5'2" and I'm 3/4 of an inch.
Okay, thanks for sharing that. I was talking about age.
Oh.
So anyone over 18 is taller than you in your family?
Yeah, and
even less.
Even the 14-year-old almost. Well, I mean, he's almost 14. He's
Okay.
definitely taller than me, though.
Well.
So, yeah.
So.
I mean, shit, Dave. Our nephews and nieces, Noe and Lando are 5, and they're 3/4 of my height already. Lando for sure. Noe, she's probably more like, what's another fraction? Help me out here.
Right?
What'd you say? I think she's more than half, though.
Yeah.
I'd call her like
3/4.
5/8.
5/8.
There it is.
Does anyone?
Apologies, everybody. I don't fraction a lot.
Anyone even know what 5/8 looks like? No.
I know what it looks like.
We grew up in the American system, so we don't know shit.
I know, isn't that though why we have that's what we use, right?
Metric.
Fractions. Everybody else does
is
metric,
so
which is
much
decimals.
easier, right?
Right?
So much easier, but no, we have to be stupid and have our own system.
And
that's so much more difficult.
In the measurement system, also the rulering or what have you. I know you were just now. We were referring to
rulering
height. I thought.
Yeah, we were.
I think I have too low blood sugar. I can't math right now.
I can't math.
It's like hot up here.
Are we talking about? Did someone turn on the heater?
It's I think I'm thirsty, and that's what it is.
It's just the lack of beer talking.
Exactly. It's that shot kicking in, I think, is what
it's
it is.
Shot.
For those of you that don't know, I was coerced heavily, like almost strong-handedly, talked into taking a Jell-O shot, Rams-colored.
pre or post Super
Post
Bowl.
Super Bowl.
We won't
not talk
congratulate.
about it.
We won't congratulate the winner, but we'll just say the other team that played them, the Rams, had their own Jello shots.
Provided at
our
Super Bowl event.
Yes, and that
I got to test
may
those
or
today.
may not have kicked in at this point.
Yeah, I took the first bite, and you guys saw I chewed that up. Mistake.
Vodka infused Jello.
I don't do shooters or vodka. Shooter McGavin.
On the 18th hole.
But I had to putt off of Frankenstein's fat foot. You gotta play the ball as it lies. But yeah, I definitely got to check that out. And again, mistake on the first bite, or the first mouthful of Jello, I chomped that up. Mistake. It should have just been swallowed whole.
What was the bitter face?
Holy shit! These packed a punch. All right, this was insane. This is more alcohol than hard alcohol than I'd had in a long time. To be honest, probably since the Bahamas. Because of that,
we know how that
heard.
We know how that works.
The vomit-induced evening. So that being said, I was not prepared for this situation, and then after that first bite just ruined me pretty much. I could not pass off any to Rosa as she is not partaking in alcohol.
Right?
So
and your mom didn't raise a quitter, so you had to finish it.
So I had to finish that. And, of course, because the anxiety got to me, too.
Of course.
I was like, well, I have to. I've already started. Now I feel weird. What if I don't? Yeah, it's just too many things. So
Let me just suffer the rest of the way.
I finished the rest of this little shot, which it seemed like so much more. It was like a never-ending small cup. But I think that might be starting. See, I can't even speak correctly. I think that finally is kicking in.
We'll let that.
I've also had a beer, and I'm starting on my second.
So we'll let that stew in while we finish off the episode here. Thanking everyone that listens to us. We hope that you're enjoying what you're hearing. Tell your friend, tell an enemy. I mean, if you hate them, to make them listen to this shit. As we have Facebook, we have email,
Tweeter.
We have the Tweeter, and once you Tweeter, it twats.
And we appreciate that. So we appreciate all the comments, or lack thereof. If that's sometimes silence is the answer, I guess, but not really in this sense. Please comment.
Let us know. We will be back next week.
Later, Gator.